Hi, this is Paul. I want to make a quick video about the whole Alabama Riverboat incident, I guess, which happened Saturday. I'm not going to put any links in the description box, although I may. I mean, it's been all over the internet, and I'm sure they put these little preamble things on it. You know, people have been watching, and I've watched people's reaction to it and everything else. Um, the main thing about it is that, which makes a lot of at least a lot of black people, I think probably a lot of white people happy too, is the way it unfolded. I guess the way it unfolded. The guy was the security guard. I think a security guard or the dock worker, whatever he was exactly his title is. He was trying to get these people that had this platoon boat to move it. So the bigger boat that had all the people that would go down the river, up and down the river and stuff down there, they would have, because they have to, because of the size of the boat, they have to be in a certain area so they can park the boat. But this other little platoon boat was there and they wouldn't move. And then I think he took it upon himself to move their boat so the bigger boat could come in. And then it seemed like he was getting into an argument with, I guess, I don't know if it was the person that owned the boat or one of the people on the boat and stuff. They were arguing back and forth. And you could see it was another, I guess, I don't know if this is this guy, co-worker. He had like a red, like vest on. Looked like, I guess, I'm assuming he worked on the dock too with this guy. And then all of a sudden you see some guy come flying in there with a kick. And then the older black, it was an older black gentleman, I believe. He just took his hat off and just said, that's it. And just threw it up like that. Like it was like people have been saying, and it was like a symbol saying, you know what, that's it. I'm off duty officially. Now we're gonna fight. That's basically what this it looked like to everybody, or like people saying he basically held up the bat signal, saying and one thing that I did notice too is then other people started coming in and stuff and fighting and fighting him, and I think there was, like I said, the white guy with the looked like a younger white guy with a red vest. He looked like he tried to come in, and then one guy like punched him in the stomach, and then you see him like take off. You don't see him in any more video and stuff. So he pieced out. But then there was another young guy. I think he got off one of the boats that were like filming it. Another boat that was like filming it across, watching it and stuff, because you had people commentating on it. And he jumped out of this, and we found out later this is like a 16-year-old kid that works, I think, on the boat. And he jumped off the boat and actually swam to help the guy. And then there was another guy that came down that was trying to break it up and stuff. And then you see later, after some separation, you see after more people get off that boat, the other boat, they come and help, and then there's like a big brawl where the black people, they get together and they go to the boat where the guys are that started the fight, and there's a big melee and stuff, and then I think people get arrested and stuff, and you see a guy hitting people with chairs, and you see some ladies trying to, they're getting their kicks in, and they're getting handled too, getting in the middle of a fight. But the main thing that people liked and stuff, and I liked, that the black people come together, because this guy was just this dock worker was just trying to do his job, get you to move the boat. But these people obviously looked like they were drunk. I don't know if they're drunk or high, and they wouldn't listen to reason. So he had to physically move their boat so the bigger boat could come in. And then they gave him attitude about it. And then, they started attacking him. So obviously he had to defend himself. And obviously these other people that were watching, black people, said, no, you know what? This is not going to go down like this. We're going to let you jump this guy who's just basically doing his job because, you're drunk and you feel entitled. And I really, like a lot of people said, I really appreciate it. And I think even the younger guy issued like a statement, because I think people found out who he was and they were sending him money. They're trying to cash out his money to him and all this stuff. And I think his parents issued a statement saying that we were proud of him because he defended him. He was sticking up for somebody else that was getting jumped, which I think is always a good idea. And I think what resonated with a lot of black people is that these black people that saw this going on, they said, no, this is not going to go down like this way. Okay, we're not going to let you jump a guy that's he's basically minding his own business, trying to do his job. You're not going to attack him and think you're going to walk away. And I like, I don't condone violence, but people, when you start something, you're going to get some. Exactly. You start something, and they were there to finish it. Okay. And like I said, some people get hit with chairs. And I think I even saw the guy he hit a woman with a chair, and the cop was right there. And I guess the cop arrested him because he hit her right in front of the cops and stuff. But I saw that most of the people on the boat looked like they got arrested and stuff. And I know the police issued a statement. I think the mayor issued a statement and stuff too. But the the whole, like I said, why this became such a big deal is because people were, just happy to see people, you hate to see injustice, and that was injustice. This guy was just trying to do his job, and he get jumped by these drunk, idiots, and they thought they were going to get away with it after, kind of dispersed after they separated them, and they thought they would get away with it. But when those other black people came off that boat, they said, no, this is not it. And even the guy that was swimming, the young guy they call Aquaman now, who was swimming down there, him and the guard, and a couple other brothers came down there and said, we're going to, this ain't over now. Now what's up? Now that the odds are more even, now what's up? Okay. And exactly, like I said, I don't condone violence, but in this case, it was totally justified. Okay. You put your hands on somebody and you found out. Okay. Don't start something. It won't be nothing. Okay. You were being assholes, and you got handled. Okay. And hopefully, that guy will, hopefully that guard doesn't get fired or anything, because he was basically trying to do his job and basically got attacked. So hopefully he don't get attacked, and hopefully they can sue those people for attacking him. Okay. And there'll be some true justice. And I think there is going to be true justice in this case, because everybody was filming it and stuff, and they got it on film and stuff. And exactly, don't start something, it won't be nothing. Okay. The guy was just doing his job, and you were being drunk idiots and wouldn't listen to reason. Okay. And then you started attacking him. So he was well up within his rights to defend himself. Okay. And I'm glad that, this is showing a lot of black pride that, these, people stood up and was not going to let this go down this way. Said, no, you're not going to jump a guy and then walk away like you're entitled and you can get away with it. No, there could be consequences and repercussions. and now I'm sure they got a bunch of knots on their heads and stuff, and sore ribs and stuff. So now they know what happened. I think they even threw some people in the waters and stuff. And I'm just glad to see, again, black people coming together exactly. And they were in the right. Okay. These people started it. Okay. And those other black people that joined in, they finished it. Okay. And like I said, I don't condone violence, but in this case, it was absolutely necessary. Okay. Okay. The people, they got taught a lesson. Okay. Okay. Which I think they're never going to forget. Okay. So anyway, let me know what you think about the whole Alabama Riverfront brawl. I know Roland Martin, I saw he had a bunch of memes. They had people even reenacting it. A bunch of black and white friends reenacting it and stuff. Even to the point where they saw a guy swimming in a little pool and stuff, and the white guy and the black guy, he threw his hat off and started doing the boxing pose. It was just hilarious that people did memes. The people even got T-shirts already. They even got memes of that chair being put in the Black Hall of Fame. It's just absolutely hilarious. But seriously though, it's good to see black people stand up for themselves and not be not be victims, because we get tired of turning the other cheek all the time. Okay, they started it, so they finished it. Okay, and that's the way it is. Okay, so anyway, let me know what you think. You know what I'll do? I'll leave the link to Roland Martin's video where he talks about it more extensively. I think that's because he shows a bunch of memes and all that other stuff, and I think somebody even came up with a song and stuff. And I think he shows footage and stuff of the fight and stuff. So I'll leave a link to Roland Martin's video in the description box, so that way you could actually check out, the whole line. And I think Roland Martin's thing is about 20-something minutes. So it's a good, thorough discussion about it and stuff, and showing the memes and everything else and what happened and stuff. So anyway, I'll leave a link again to Roland Martin's video in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. Also, I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my main channel, Trepacer, in the description box as well. Also have a link down below to my patron. I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere. I want to say thank you for supporting me, always having my back. And again, my patron's only $5 a month. I have tons of content on there, tons of unedited content on there. Everything from Marvel shows to DC shows to Star Wars shows to movies. Follow the link and check it out. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.